Hello again. It sounds like some spoof news item that a pantomime without any black people in it was described on Twitter as shameful. This caused the UK Pantomime Association to release a statement in which they said that they were champions of pantomime and take seriously the need for innovation and progression in the sector, including the appropriate casting of performers from the global majority and the removal of stereotypes which have historically been depicted. Ever notice that some people have too much time on their hands? When some crank, even if he does happen to be an actor with an Asian name like Irvin Iqbal, complains about only white actors in a pantomime, most normal people ignore him. This is especially so when he starts raving on about racial slurs, because a pantomime features a song with the lyrics, "Come on down to our oriental town." Hello, it's Aladdin, set in China. The company producing this pantomime is bewildered by the fuss and say that our casting calls are posted on the website Spotlight, which is the largest casting resource in the UK. Our adverts are open to all ethnicities. In other words, there's no colour bar, and nobody belonging to the global majority has been excluded. The fact is that most Chinese people would prefer to be astute business people, scientists and intellectuals, rather than dress up on stage as Wishy-Washy the Washerwoman. And who can blame them? It's an undignified business, but if that's what passes for humour for the British, then let them get on with it. That at least is the sensible Chinese attitude. You will notice it's not actual Chinese people who have taken offence by all this, but rather a Pakistani doing it on their behalf. Patronising or what? Notice how the more that we British retreat and give in to these types, the more outrageous grow the demands made upon us to abandon yet another bit of our culture and traditions. One can imagine nothing more typically British and utterly harmless than a family going to the pantomime at Christmas, yet now it's the front line in the struggle against racism and oppression. Do not be deceived. These people are not going to stop until every single aspect of our traditional life has been eradicated. Anything at all which looks as though it might be part of the British way of life will be targeted. Hand on heart, could anybody have imagined 40 years ago that it would one day be illegal to go to the pub for a drink and a smoke? It would have sounded absurd for an Englishman not to be able to go to the pub and have a pint of beer and sit down and have a smoke. But there we go. Part of our country's tradition simply ditched. The complaints about pantomimes not including black people or having lyrics which contain racial slurs are part of this. They're just the latest front in the cultural struggle which has been waged against us for decades now. So far, the battles all seem to have gone the enemy's way, but I haven't quite given up hope that we will rally and fight back before too long and sweep the enemy back. It's getting late, but it's not yet too late.